Hi folks, and welcome to this episode of Michael's Backyard Marina. You've probably seen a couple of my videos I've done in the past called winterizing your boat and getting your boat ready for the storage for the winter. Well, in the springtime I thought, isn't it called summerizing your boat when you're getting ready to put it back in the water? That's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you the steps that I go through to get my boat ready for the first maiden voyage of the year so it can be successful and enjoyable. Let's get started. Okay, what's the first rule when it comes to starting up your motor out of the water? That's right, turn the water on, put your muffs on, never start your motor without your muffs and water flowing. So let's go turn the water on. All right, once you got the water flowing, now we're gonna fire this up for the first time since last fall. We're gonna fire it up. Let's see how much it takes to get this thing started. Now hopefully I winterized it properly and it should take nothing at all for it to get it going. Well, now that we had the big guy running and we know that it comes up to temperature and holds temperature just fine, now let's see if the little kicker motor is going to fire it for me. Will it run? If that ran any stronger, it'd have to be a 15 horse. Now that you know both motors run and they run very well, you're ready to put the rest of the boat back together. And what I mean by that is we got to put the trolling motor batteries back in, we got to put the fish finders back in, hook up that little bit of wiring, and put the fishing tackle back in the boat. And then we're ready to go. We're so close. Next stop, fishing gear. Next chore is to reinstall your batteries and get all the wiring hooked back up from their long winter nap that you kept on a battery tender all winter, so they're nice, fully charged and ready to go this spring. Now we have to test and see if the trolling motor works. Now that we got the batteries hooked up, looks like it works as it should. That's a win. Now we'll plug in the old Helix 7. See if it fires up. All right, looks like that's working. See if it works. So far, so good. All right. Success. Okay, the next thing I did was finalize the hookup on the motor starter battery and tied it down. Now that I have all the batteries in there and secured on front and rear of the boat, all my electronics are reinstalled, functioning like as they're supposed to. They survived the winter, and now we'll start putting some gear back on the boat. Now I've reinstalled the casting deck with this casting deck seat. Now to reinstall the rod holders. Other noteworthy things you want to make sure you put back on your boat. First aid kit. I got all my charging cables for my electronic devices along with spare spark plugs. Don't forget your live well for your minnows and bait, live bait. Some scissors, pliers, flashlight. Definitely some bug soother to keep the bugs off. Some dry towels to keep in the boat in case you have to towel off. And last but not least, your live well. Your homemade live well. If you watch my video, you'll see how this works. And last but not least, don't forget to put your tackle box and your rod and reels in there. If you go all the way to the lake and realize you forgot your tackle box and rod and reels, then you're just out for a joyride. You're not really going to get much fishing done. So that's pretty much what I do to get my boat ready for the summer. It's, like I said, we did a great winterizing job. So the oil's fresh. Everything's fresh, ready to go. The lower unit's fresh. Put a new water pump in it. This is spring, actually. Did a video on that. But everything's up and going, ready to go. Now I'm going to throw the cover back on it once I get everything in it to keep the mildew off, or the morning dew off of it. And be ready for Saturday morning to go see if I can get some of them bass to hit my topwater frog. I appreciate you folks watching my video. If you like what you see, if there's something you think else I should do or show you, let me know. I've tested everything on the boats. All the lights work, horn works. One thing I need to get on here yet is my fire extinguisher back in the boat. That's required by law. I've already got a paddle in here, and that's pretty much it. We're ready to rock and roll. We'll be out there on the lake having some fun. Guys, have a good time out there. Michael, out.